Hello everyone, Ian here at AbelCine in Burbank, and today I am checking out the ARRI SkyPanel. This is the S-60C. There's three sizes of them. There's the 30, the 60, and the 120. This is their middle of the range one. And this is the C model. The C designates color, meaning that we're going to generate our color information within the menus on this light. There is another style of SkyPanel that is the P, the remote phosphor model, and with that one we remove the front panel, and that's how we change our color temperature. The difference also between the C and the remote phosphor model is a little cheaper, and it has 10% more light output. So we're going to concentrate on the 60. The 60 has different, or 30, 60, and 120C model, the color model, has this unique diffusion screen technology. So right now I have a lighter diffusion in here. If I want to change it, I simply push in on these little brackets here, flip this up, and this is my light diffusion. And if I pull this out, I'll replace it with the standard. Put it in, and it changes out that fast. I was using the light one because we went outside and shot some footage shooting through a window, and the lighter one gave me a little more punch, a little more light through the window. So we'll take a look at that footage in just a little bit. But first, go over some more of the layout of this light. Junior pin, and I'm going to swing this around and show you the power supply. Now the power supply, this can be powered by main power, or it can be powered by a 24-volt battery. The power supply attaches to the back of the light. This little lock lever here, there's a little plate. It's equal on every side, so it locks itself into this U bracket, and then there's a spring-loaded wedge that comes in and holds it in place. So I can pretty much situate this any way I want, lock it in, and now I got this thing situated the way I want it to. So just put it back this way, and we're back in. As far as connections go, on the power supply itself, power out is through a 3-pin 48 volt. I'm going to go out to the light on this 3-pin 48. Power in goes through the connection point here. There's also a power out point. This connector ends in an Edison, so I just put it into regular main power, and off I go. Or if I elect, I can go in through this 4-pin connector here and go through a battery. The 3-pin is the 48 volt. This is coming off my power supply. Over on the other side, I have 5-pin DMX in, DMX out, and a LAN connector, so we can do DMX connection and control them through a board if we want. I'm going to power this up in just a second and talk about the controls up here, but before I get to that, first I want to show you another attribute of the power supply here. Like I said, it mounts to this bracket in any position you want. However, if you don't want it on at all, you can literally take the power supply off. Let me just put this to the side here. And you can undo this release on the bottom of this bracket, and now it slides right off. Before we go out and shoot with this, I wanted to use this almost neutral gray backdrop to give you an indication of not only the menu structures here, but the effect the light has in that menu setting. So I'm going to turn up my intensity here. And in the CCT mode, I can go in and I can dial up a Kelvin temperature as needed. This is great if you have a color temperature meter and you want to match a reading that you're getting. It also has a plus and minus green shift adjustment. So that's the CCT mode. In HSI, I can change hue and saturation, so I can come up with this really interesting preset color. And then in gel mode, I can go in and I'm going to change these dials here so we can see this. And right now I have it in the Rosco mode, and I can go through and I can change it. This is going to be representative of the different filters from Rosco. but they also are categorized into different designations here. I can then flip over this lever and I can go into the Lee products. The same thing. We're going to go in and we're going to go by their product numbers and go into their different filter sections. So it makes changing this light over for a custom look using Lee or Rosco products very fast and efficient. So I'm going to go out of this mode, go back into my main menu, and I'm going to go into this last one, just show you this real quick. This is called Lighting Effects. I'm going to select it, and you can go in here and you can turn on this thing called Party Effect. And if I go in here and I change my effects, you'll notice that it starts to go on and start creating its own party effect. Earlier today, my friend Rob stopped by and we chatted about how he uses the SkyPanel on set, and we also went around Abel Burbank here and we shot in a couple different locations. Just wanted to grab a couple of shots to give you an idea of how versatile this light is in different lighting situations. So I'm here with my buddy Rob, and Rob's a gaffer and a DP, and he's had an opportunity to use the SkyPanel on a couple different shoots. So Rob, just wanted you to kind of tell me what situations where you found this light really helpful, kind of the unique things that you were able to utilize on this light that you didn't have on other lighting instruments.
Sure, yeah. So anybody who's done lighting knows it's really, really difficult to gel lights and how time-consuming it is. And one of the coolest features about this light is just the ability to use built-in DMXable color with any Rosco and Lee gels for either color temperature matching with overhead fluorescence or HMIs or things like that. So it's very, very helpful.
All right, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this light in a couple different situations, and me and Rob are going to light. I think the first thing we'll do is we'll match to a China ball, and then we'll go and we'll shoot a couple more setups just so you can see the light in action. All right, so we've done our first setup. Keeping this wide so you can see what we've got. Got a China ball here, and we've got our SkyPanel over here, and Rob's going to come in. We've got a Sakonic color temp meter, so we can check our temperature first. So what are we getting on our China ball here?
So on our China ball, we are getting 2832 Kelvin. And on our SkyPanel, matching it, we are at 2794 Kelvin. So right around 2800.
Okay, so we're pretty darn close. So right now, what you're watching is something on a 3CCD camera, and it's Rec 709. So, it's kind of challenged in Rec 709. So we have our Alexa Mini here. We're going to shoot some footage now with the Alexa Mini. We're going to shoot it in ARRI RAW, and that'll give us an opportunity in post to really make this look great and show you what this light can really do. So we'll just roll the footage, then you can check it out. Rob and I took the SkyPanel out under a couple different lighting scenarios. I just wanted to roll this sequence so you can see the footage that we shot with an Alexa Mini captured in RAW. That wraps up my look at the ARRI SkyPanel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.